Welcome everybody, that's what I thought, D30. Yes, this will be a ramble. I will answer again one of the questions of RPG Day 2016. Because looking back at it, one of the answer, I'm not entirely satisfied. I realized that it was not exactly the answer I wanted to make, since when I made it, I didn't recall what I'm going to tell you about. Well, the question is rewritten in the title, Here, I don't remember it, but it was a question about the most challenging but rewarding game. My original answer was D&D 3rd edition. And everything I say in the video, the link will be below if you want to see that, was true. Okay, it was true in my case. Okay, but, it's the part the most. And looking back at it, I've thought about a game which was way more challenging and way more rewarding. That game is Metamorphosis Alpha. Yes, I did run this game 3 or 4 times, and that was a real challenge. Okay, why it was a challenge? It's not because it's a rules-heavy game, not like D&D 3rd edition in the original answer. This is quite a rules-light game, but this is a very, very old-school game. The rules are a little wacky, okay? You have specific rules about specific stuff, and you know that it's not a unified game mechanic. It's a some sort of a... it's kind of mixed a little. And going back to a game like that, if you want to play the game as it is in the book, you have to work on yourself a lot. That's where the reward was. I felt that I did enjoyable adventures with a rule set that was just getting me out of my comfort zone. Okay, we are used to games where you have skills and you can roll, and there's a rules covering mostly everything, or even with simple games you can figure out easily. There's a way to figure out mostly any actions, but not in Metamorphosis Alpha. You have the basic stats, a little like D&D. It looks like a little like that, but there's no real explanation to what to do with them. Yeah, there are some tables related to some of the attributes, some kind of tables, like the 2-hit tables when you are making an attack, how to resist the poison and radiation, and yeah, you have with your strength, there are some bonuses that can be related to that, but there's no unified mechanic around that. And this was my challenge. I've made it a challenge when I got my book in hand. It was in my bucket list of games I wanted to try in my life. The first time I heard about this game, it was mostly 30 years ago. I always said to myself that one day I want to run this famous first science fiction role-playing game as it is. And I did it at Brigade Con 2 years ago, and some other occasions after. And I've learned a lot about myself as a game master, because you're in front of mostly nothing with a game like that, and you have to dig into your own resources. Okay, this was the kind of game I needed. This was the game I wanted to run since a long time. You have to be narrative, you have to be consequent with what is going on. This is a very deadly game. You have to let loose a lot, and at the same time there are some rules that has to be applied on some situations. And the way the game is presented, I guess those situations has to show up once in a while, since there's the rules are there. So I guess the author is expecting people to get into radiations and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and for game balance, no game balance. I think it's the most one of the most unbalanced game I ever saw in my life. You can do human. I think your shtick as a human, the only shtick is that you have a leadership attribute. Okay, which means the people will listen to you. You know, you're surrounded by mutants. Well, they will listen to you, okay, or something like that. And robots won't hurt you unless they are very derailed. While mutants have all sorts of powers, which are automatic powers that are very destructive and very powerful. Okay, you don't have to roll anything. You know, you teleport yourself and you go wherever you want. Almost. Okay, this is a very unbalanced game. Yeah. So that was a big challenge. You know, yeah, challenging to try to get the game as it should be without house ruling it. Yeah, you know, resisting the temptation of house ruling everything because it would be too easy. I decided to go with the game as it is. And yeah, and my reward was I felt that I have learned something great through this game. I have made a journey in myself as a game master. And I've learned lots of lessons through that. Lessons that I apply to every game since then. And it's part of the stuff I think that made me improve in the last few years. The stuff that I was searching for since a long time. So yeah, Metamorphosis Alpha, the most challenging but rewarding game. So this is my new answer for this question number. I don't know why. Don't know why I don't remember it, but yeah, I don't remember it. So it's written down. You can check that out. So Metamorphosis Alpha, I recommend you to get this game. I think I will put the link below of the drive-through RPG link. The PDF itself is really cheap. You know, and it's a classic. Even though you won't play it, it's just fun to read. Okay, to see how a role-playing game that old was made back then. Yeah. François Letarte, JDR D30, and up to next time. I hope you have as much fun in your life as in your games. Goodbye.